This is the outlook for this summer. Intensified tornado, hurricane seasons forecast due to abnormally warm Gulf of Mexico. As sea surface temperatures continue to rise in the Gulf of Mexico, this is what the experts are warning about. The recent uptick may result in an increase of severe weather and storms over the next few months as tornado and hurricane seasons approach. It's a recent report from meteorologist Matthew Capucci of Washington Post. He sounded the alarm over water temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico. They've risen to levels of up to 3 degrees Celsius above normal. The forecaster noted that during comparable conditions, the U.S. experienced an above-average tornado season in the spring of 2017, and then had the Texas Gulf Coast hit with Category 4 Hurricane Harvey. Ben Knoll, meteorologist with the New Zealand's National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research, also said the same thing. He drew attention to the rising sea surface temperature in the Gulf of Mexico days prior to Capucci's publication. Citing the Southeast Regional Climate Center, Capucci explained that Texas cities of Brownsville, Corpus Christi, and Houston have experienced their warmest Marches on the record. The same thing happened to New Orleans, Louisiana, and Mobile, Alabama, and certain cities in Florida. He said the Gulf of Mexico sea surface temperatures have run above normal over the past year, but they have sharply risen even higher in recent months. And warmer water temperatures supply the atmosphere with added warmth and moisture, bolstering its stability or the energy to lift pockets of warm air into chillier air overhead. That, in theory, favors stronger and more widespread updrafts and thunderstorms, and it could slightly tip the scale in favor of increased severe thunderstorms and tornado chances. Also, warmer water temperatures create conditions favorable for tropical cyclones. But according to hurricane researcher Philip Klosbach of Colorado State University, the temperatures are not the be-all, end-all when it comes to hurricanes. He explains warmer than normal sea surface temperatures could help fuel a hurricane to higher intensity levels, but overall sea surface temperatures are not the limiting factor for hurricanes in the region. This is what he said, noting that other conditions such as wind shear, dry air, and other disturbances can counteract the formation, or they could even intensify the hurricane. And despite the warning, Capucci concludes by explaining it's not too early to predict what the storm season will bring into the United States in the next few months. At the same time, the sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico are a real factor that makes certain events more likely to occur or become more intense than they would have been otherwise. This is on Sputnik News. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.